Going on? My name is Graham. I'm from Southern Ontario. I'm growing and donating my hair to cancer at some point when I figure my life out. You are never going to guess I became an organ donor yesterday because I donated my appendix to some trash can. That's right. I had an emergency appendectomy yesterday. I know I like to give away things, but I didn't think I would be giving away an organ. Boy, I was mistaken. Holy. YouTube's probably going to punish me because I haven't been exact consistent over the last week. But things have been crazy. What's going on, Bacon? Ellie, good to see you both. I became an organ donor yesterday. Organ donor to a trash can. Oh, about as good as you can be when you're missing parts of yourself. YouTube is probably going to punish the shit out of me. Wasp, what's going on? Skelly, good to see you. Guys, I appreciate the family coming together to support me because, frankly, YouTube is probably going to punish the shit out of me for not being consistent this week. I would love to hear said shitty situation. Oh, no, Ellie, you don't gotta worry about me. I'm good. It was an appendectomy. It was emergency, but it was appendectomy, so life is good. Three small incisions, some swelling, and I can't go to the gym for 2.5 weeks. Always good, Ellie. You know this. Always good. That never changes, man. YouTube's gonna punish me for a little bit till I become consistent again, but that's okay. No, no, bro. I'll trade in places. I wish I could fucking have diarrhea right now. That was gross, guys. I'm sorry, but like, no. I don't know, Ellie. I haven't seen her in 2 days. I'm sure she's fine. 8, bro. Good to see you, guys. The family is really coming together to support me in the fact that I haven't been consistent on YouTube this week, so they're gonna punish shit on me. Ellie, she works as a nurse and had to cancel because the hospital called her in. We did not go on the date yet. She has told me we could go sometime this week, hopefully. Ellie, your Persian will welcome, man. Every gets a personal welcome if I can help it. MC, man, I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying because I only understand English. I'm sorry, but welcome to the channel. Hopefully this week, Ellie. I care about her deeply. Eight. So I became an unwilling donor or organ donor, man. I had an emergency appendectomy yesterday. Dan, thank you. You have a great day as well, my friend. Guys, if you haven't already liked the stream, do me a favor and go ahead and like the stream because YouTube is gonna punish the fuck out of me for the next little bit because I was inconsistent all week. But yes, I donated my appendix to the trash can yesterday. Bitch tried to take me out, so I got it taken out. Oh, it's not a misleading title, bro. It was donated to the trash can. 8. I'm always good. Life is always good. Did you know you can? I did not know that, but I'm not surprised, honestly. But Ellie, just remember to be responsible with that laptop. Internet security is most important nowadays. Yeah, I don't get it, but like GTA never made sense to me, man. It's all right, man. Other than yesterday 8, I've been pretty good. I've been talking to this girl. We're still trying to get together, but she's a nurse and really busy. And frankly, I don't want to get in the way of that. Now I'm a little rough, but Nate, you like eggs, man? I do not. I'm dreading getting out of the car because I can't lift anything over 5 pounds for the next week. I'm trying, man. I'm trying, but can you imagine that as a first date? Hey, come take care of me and my appendectomy. Yeah, Katrina, I donated my appendix because it tried to take me out, so I took it out. Hiya, Katrina. Oh, I'm good. 8, the Switch 2 is immaculate so far, but I still have Legends ZA to play, and so I got a couple of days off work now. Hopefully, this girl wants to hang out sometime, but I've got a couple of days off work now to play Legends ZA, so I'm gonna play it. Ellie, an appendix wasn't gonna take me out. It hurts like hell now. I'm dreading getting out of the car because I'm not supposed to lift anything over 5 pounds. That's weird, Ekaterina. You don't want to be buried with an appendix, bro. Appendixes are useless organs. In fact, but guys, I did learn something interesting about myself. Lewis, what's going on? Oh, sorry, that hurt like hell. So I learned that I am 6 foot, pretty much even, maybe 5'11", don't really care. 6 foot, round up, make it easy. I'm 196 pounds. So that means when I go back to the gym, I can effectively train up to 205 safely. Pack on the muscle. So I can be 6 foot at 205 pounds. Safely. With no hypertension, no like extreme health worries. It'll be a good time. I didn't actually know how much I weighed because it's hard to weigh yourself when you're in a wheelchair. But the hospital had this like sit down scale where like a person sits on it and the entire chair weighs your entire thing. Am I in pain? I am in deep, deep pain. But I'm stubborn, stupid, and deserve it, so I am not going to take the painkillers that I was prescribed. Can you see what my appendix scars? Hopefully YouTube doesn't suspend me for this, but why not? So the appendix now is only 3 small incisions. Esther, I'm sorry. I I had my appendix out yesterday. That was my belly, Ellie. That's where your appendix is located. It's located on the right side of your stomach. But the appendix surgeries now are so proficient in what they do. It's 3 small incisions, and I was out for 45 minutes. Nope. I'm I'm okay to eat whatever. So I had the two hospital foods because I hadn't eaten in a full day at that point, so that was gross. Because the first time they offered me like a shepherd's pie, which was gross because I'm not a fan of pea. I mean, I'm not a fan of quite a few foods, but I'm not a fan of peas, right? So the shepherd's pie was kind of hard to eat. This morning was pretty good breakfast. It was 600 grams of Rice Krispies. It was an egg, like, breakfast sandwich. So you guys know I'm not a fan of eggs either, but like the hospital was just trying to feed me at that point, so I ate it. And then I had to go somewhere to fill the prescription anyways. So I stopped by McDonald's and I hit McDonald's pretty hard for like second breakfast. Ellie, so the appendectomies now, which I hope you guys never have to have, because let me tell you, it sucks. Appendectomies now are a 45-minute surgery. Fennec, what's going on? Are a 45-minute surgery with they say a month, but like my recovery sheet says 2 weeks. So I can actually be back in the gym in 2 weeks. But it it's okay. It's okay. Esther, my mom is not taking care of me. I have to take care of my mom, so I'm not allowed to I'm not allowed to quit. Ellie, I already counted down the days with this girl that I'm seeing, or hopefully seeing this week. Because the gym is important to my lifestyle. It's important to who I am, and it makes me who I am. Fennec, I'm chilling in the stream, man. I had my appendix out yesterday, so it hurts to breathe. That hurt like hell. Oh my god. Guys, I already know YouTube is gonna punish me for not being consistent this week. So it's tragic. I basically have to start the channel from stage one all over again. Not necessarily like stage one, but like close enough. How do you only be sick for 10 minutes, bro? That doesn't make any sense. So Michael, you're half right. So I mean, maybe they were transparent, but like if they fix your what did I fucking call it? Oh, what? Jesus Christ! If they fix your appendix with antibiotics, there's a 15% chance every year it comes back. And if it comes back worse. And I hopefully they told you all that. So, because they offered me it too. They were like, "We'll blast you with antibiotics. Just fucking load you up." But there's a 15% chance every year it comes back. Oh, okay. I see now I get it. Ellie, no, don't be ditching organs because you don't want to get it. Mine didn't burst either though, that's what I'm saying. They were like, we could treat this with antibiotics, but the actual like appendicitis could come back and it'll come back worse. You will wear a wooden cloak? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Don't wear wooden clothing? That sounds awful. Oh, that makes sense. All right. Oh, they didn't do the surgery unless it was about to burst. Oh, Michael, I love you dearly, man, but I feel honestly terrible for you. No offense, because like they outlined that for me too, but they were like, oh, there's a 15% chance every year it could come back. Wesley, stop, man, stop, bro. Because they gave me the option for antibiotics, and they were like, you could get better, but then like next year it could just get worse. Then we could get you better, then it could get worse, and then it could get you better. So I told them to pull it. Ow. And now it hurts to exist. But I'm not going to take any painkillers because frankly, I like to poop. And if you take painkillers half the time you don't poop. That's weird because normally they take out the gallbladder. That's so strange, Ekaterina. I don't think they necessarily told you the truth. And Michael, that's basically my life except for the fact that like I'm gonna be in pain for like 3 days and then I get to go home. Wesley, stop, man. Enough. I'm not Muslim. I'm clearly white, bro. Man, PlayStations are better consoles, anyways. No console hate, but PlayStations are better consoles. I'm still trying to send that PS4 to Cat, but Canadian Post Office don't like sending stuff to the US apparently. My post office hasn't moved that PlayStation in like a week. I'm gonna call them tomorrow when I feel better and see what's going on. Because I am dreading getting out of the car. I'm not supposed to lift over 5 pounds, but I don't know how I exist not lifting over 5 pounds. So I'm gonna do it very, very carefully and hope I don't get a hernia. I am Canadian. Like I have to transfer over to my ATV, which will take me up to the house. That's so weird, Michael. Because like in Canada right now, it's literally three small incisions. There was very little risk of like infection. I mean, yours was back in the day, but like nowadays, man, nowadays it's literally three small incisions. 45. I was out for 45 minutes. Did the whole countdown. Did the whole countdown from 10, and I was out for 45 minutes. Well, Michael, may your Also, you changed your screen name. Oh. I don't remember it being Michael GM before. Maybe it was, but I definitely don't remember that. But may your appendix never flare up. I was going to kind of make that joke. But then I'm like, was it always GM? Because I don't think it was. Nicole, I am doing okay. I had my appendix removed yesterday, so it hurts a little. I figured it was you. Oh, Esther, I am perfect. Thank you so much, and hopefully your bedriddenness gets better soon. I will figure it out. I will do my best not to try to lift so that I don't get a hernia, because frankly, those look ugly. And I like a little bit of aesthetic. Especially now that hopefully I'm gonna see this girl soon, because I really like we've been talking for over a week now and I really like this girl. So I hope things go well. Oh, so Nicole. So I went to work Saturday, right? And let me preface this, guys. Let me preface this. Free healthcare is underfunded healthcare. Okay, so I went to the hospital Friday. Or technically, I went to the hospital Sunday because I went in for my Saturday shift. Oh, don't worry. On my recovery sheet, it only says 2 weeks out of no physical lifting. So I'll be back in the gym in like 2 weeks and 2 days, give or take. Um, so I went in for my shift on Saturday, thinking I was fine. I had a bit of stomach pain. So you run down everything you need to. I took a shit. Didn't help. Took some Tylenol, fell asleep, took the nap. Fine, good. Tylenol killed the pain for now, because Tylenol and Advil kill inflammation. Appendix felt decent. Took a nap. Got up. Stomach pain was back. Went to work. Stomach pain was still there. Obviously, because the drive to work is not going to make it disappear. Worked for an hour and 32 minutes. And then the pain became sharper and like stabbier. And so I go to my co-lead because I couldn't leave the building unattended. Like if I was the only one there that day, I would have had to suffer my entire shift because I, in my role and position, cannot leave the building unattended. So at 12:32, I run down and I'm like, hey, I can't do this. I'm in pain. Like even sitting hurts. Yes, absolutely. So I go to the hospital and I walk there because it's not that far from where I work. So I walk to the hospital because frankly, I don't want to get back in my truck. It's a lot of work and I don't want to pay for parking. So I walk across to the hospital. They bring me in. They go, "What's going on?" I go, "My fucking stomach hurts." And they go, "On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad?" I'm like, "A 6." No toes, what's going on? So I'm sitting there. They take my blood pressure, guys. When I tell you, it was through the roof. I think at the highest, it was 177 over 127. If you guys know anything about blood pressure, that's through the roof. Because you're at your standard blood pressure, where you're not hypertensive, which is where I live normally, because I live a healthy lifestyle, is anything under 120 over 80. So I had this ridiculous blood pressure. So they're like, have you always had this blood pressure? I'm like, no, I don't think so. So they go, well, you're hypertensive and you might need blood pressure medication. Anyways, so I go, no, I'm just in a lot of pain. So I sit there. 5 hours go by. My buddy shoots me a text. You gonna come back to work or do I have to stay? Because he actually started earlier than I did, so he was supposed to leave first. Frog, nice to see you. But he ended up staying the whole night for me because there was no way I was going back. Hold on. It gets worse. I told you. Free healthcare is underfunded healthcare, sir. Hold on. Let me finish the story. So 5 hours go by. It's 5 a.m., right? I'm still in the waiting room. They take my blood pressure again. My blood pressure is even higher. At this point, they're freaking out because it's touched like the 180 mark. So they're freaking out, but I have to go back to the waiting room because there's no doctor available. Hold on. It gets better. Just bear with me, guys. There's 18 hours of story here that I'm going to try to compress into like 20 more minutes tops. So I go back to the waiting room. They're freaking out because my blood pressure is just through the roof. It's not my normal blood pressure, keep in mind, because I live a healthy lifestyle. I know you guys call me fat or whatever all the fucking time. Not you guys specifically, but I get called fat all the time. Whatever. I live a healthy lifestyle. Maybe a little too much salt, but whatever. So I go back to the waiting room. I finally get called in. But I don't even, like, when I tell you I don't even get called in, bro, I get called in to the emergency room. Nope, no bacteria test yet. So I get called into the back of the emergency room. And I don't even get a room, guys. I get a hallway. I get to sit in a hallway with a chair and a glass window. Little salt is good because salt is an actual electrolyte. But, like, I like a little extra salt. Hold on. There's still more story. You guys can tell me it's not okay at the end of it because, frankly, it's not okay. Because I'm telling you. So the first thing they made me do is piss in a cup. Anyways, I don't think we want to hear how there was something that shouldn't have been in my pee. That's what I'm saying. Don here knows because he's probably Canadian himself. Free healthcare is underfunded healthcare. But let me finish. So I'm in the hallway, right? I'm sitting next to this lady that's got this poor sick infant. The poor sick infant gets to go first, right? Because obviously, the poor sick infant, man, I want that kid to get better. That kid goes first. Doctor comes to me. He goes, how's the pain? I'm like, the pain's awful. He's like, so where's the pain? I'm like, it's in my lower half. I'm like, it's in the lower half of my stomach. It's over on the right side now. It's kind of shifted. He goes, is it up your back? I'm like, yes, sir, it is. He goes, I'm thinking kidney stones. Because there was a little something inside your urine. I'm not going to get into it because I don't need this to be flagged by YouTube. Sorry. Burping hurts like hell. So, it's only 5:30 at this point. So I've been at the hospital 6 hours, something like that. The doctor goes, I want to get a CT scan. But here's the problem. The CT department doesn't open till 7 a.m. So he's like, you are here till at least 7 a.m. So, fuck me. But they're like, we're going to give you this room when it's cleaned up. So they deal with this guy. This guy's shit twice in a month. He's severely backed up. They cleaned the room. They gave me the room. Anyways, 7 o'clock rolls around. CT opens up. There's a lady before me that, again, is in more serious trauma than I am, because frankly, deal with the people in more trauma than me. That's usually how triaging people works. So this lady goes down to CT, 7:30 rolls around. I'm still not up for CT yet. They take another guy down to CT. 7:45. 7:45 rolls around. I finally get my CT scan. And keep in mind, I'm exhausted because I work nights, right? So I'm not usually up during the day. Get my CT scan done. Total of like 15 minutes. I go back to the room that they've personally given me so that I'm not sitting in the hall because they know I'm going to be here for a while. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10:30 rolls around. I'm still in pain. They're like, do you need pain meds? I'm like, no, because frankly, I deserve the pain anyways. I'm not getting into that, how I'm a good person. Don't care. I don't need the pain meds because I deserve the pain. Who cares? Don't care. 9:30, 10 o'clock rolls around. I think even 11 and 12:30, honestly, I passed out for a bit. I'm kind of surprised I passed out. The pain was pretty intense. I get a nurse hooking me up to an IV bag, and she goes, you're not allowed to eat. Hopefully you haven't eaten anytime soon. And I was like, no, the last time I ate was yesterday, which would have been Saturday at like 6 o'clock when I had dinner. So she goes, perfect, because you're not allowed to eat anymore. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not allowed to eat. Another hour rolls by. The emergency room doc finally comes in and goes, hey, you don't have kidney stones. You have appendicitis. Your appendix is pretty dang big, but we'll let the appendix doctor tell you that. I'm like, dope, okay. So I message my boss and I'm like, hey, I think I need somebody to cover me tonight. I don't think I'm coming in. They go, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm getting my appendix pulled. They're like, well, how do you know? And I'm like, I don't, but they told me that they're gonna let the appendix doctor tell me. So another hour goes by, right? I'm still in pain. I'm still in pain. Still don't really know what's going on. I know it's my appendix. The doctor goes, hey man, your appendix is kind of big. Well, you got two options. You can have antibiotics. Should clear it up, no problem. But you got a 15% chance every year it comes back. And if it comes back, it's coming back worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Or we pull the appendix. So I'm like, fuck it, pull the appendix. Because I'm like, I don't want to deal with this every year. Because, like, the pain, the unmentionable in the pee, you know, she ain't pleasant. It's not pleasant. Another hour goes by because they got to give me a huge course of antibiotics and everything else, right? So I'm still in pain. I'm now dripped into with a saline bag, so I have to pee, but I'm not getting up because then I'd have to bring the IV with me. And, like, moving around with the IVs, and hard enough as it is. There's the hospital band just to prove that none of this is a lie. I mean, I just showed you the scars too, but whatever. So I'm hooked up to an IV bag. I'm hooked up to a bunch of antibiotics. And like half an hour, 45 minutes goes by again. The nurse finally comes down and gets me. She goes, transfer into your wheelchair. Let's go get you operated on. I'm like, dope. Let's get this done. I kid you not. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The same day that I went to the hospital. So you're talking a full 16 hours from going to the hospital to going to the operating room. 16 hours. And meanwhile, I had a room because they gave me a room. There were still people sitting in the hallway of the emergency room. The nurse that was pushing me accidentally hit a dude that was in the hallway. Because they got beds but no hallway space. Or no room space. Michael knows, but that's because I always tell you guys think we're spoiled with this free healthcare. But free healthcare is underfunded healthcare. This girl that I'm seeing is a nurse. She literally had to work 7 days last week. I can't put myself ahead of that. I can't put myself ahead of the fact that she's a nurse and has to take care of people. I could be salty, I could be a bitch, but like, this girl's changing people's lives, so I will wait as long as I have to take this girl on a date, because that is what she deserves, being a nurse. But So this lady, the nurse that was pushing me, she hits this dude in the hallway because this dude in the hallway is sick, but there's no rooms. But there's no rooms. But there's no rooms. So we hit this guy, and we hit this guy. Poor guy's trying to sleep. I'm telling you, people with free healthcare know. Free healthcare is underfunded healthcare. That's because you need a better insurance company. There are some terrible ones, but there are also some good ones. So I get this surgery done, right? I kid you not. To remove my appendix from time I went under to the time I woke up was 45 minutes. They've perfected the appendix surgery, at least in Canada. I'm hoping it's the rest of the world too. At least in Canada, they have perfected the appendix surgery to 45 minutes. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Well, that's also because the healthcare system is run by the insurance companies. Even in Canada here too. So I now have my appendix out. But if I felt up to it today, I could go back to work. Oh, no. Well, so the pain made me feel sick because the pain sent my heart rate through the roof. But did I feel sick? No. I could feel my heart beating out of my chest because it hurt so bad. Because I was going to try to fight it, guys. Like, every job is important. Anything that pays you is important, but my job's kind of important. And like I said, if I didn't have my co-lead there this particular day, I wouldn't have been able to leave. Like, I can't even imagine what would have happened if I didn't have my co-lead there. I would have had to have stayed the full 8 hours. Because if I'd have left the building, everybody else would have had to have left the building, and I would have had to have armed it, which I'm allowed to do, but I'm not like, the building isn't supposed to be empty. So yes, so the only restriction I'm on right now is I can't technically shower for another 2 hours, because when I tell you the surgery is streamlined, I'm allowed to shower 24 hours after the surgery. So the surgery was at like 4 o'clock, but I'm gonna say 5 or 6 because frankly I'm not going anywhere today, so I don't really need to shower. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kidney stones are also bad, but thankfully I didn't have a kidney stone because kidney stones take forever to pass. Oh, Esther, it's not as brave as you think. It's just how healthcare works here. Free healthcare is underfunded healthcare. That being said, I have insurance through my dad and through my work, so I'm well insured. And while the insurance companies run the hospitals here still, you can't really fight what's emergency. So yeah, so 24 hours after the surgery, I can shower and remove the first layer of tape there. I'm not allowed to have a bath, but that's okay because fucking baths are disgusting anyways. Um, for like a week, I'm not allowed to lift anything over 5 pounds for 2 weeks. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do that. And the only reason I can't lift over 5 pounds for 2 weeks is so that I don't get a hernia. Oh yeah, Michael, that definitely sounds like kidney stones, bro. You got to do yourself a favor though. I'm gonna get a little personal here with you. You got to check your pee for something a little unmentionable. I'm hoping you know what I'm thinking. But kidney stones tend to scratch the urethra on the way out. Yes, Michael, yes, yes, yes. They tend to scratch on the way out, leaving trails of stuff I can't mention. I mean, maybe if I said for educational purposes, it wouldn't get flagged, but who knows? So you need to check. You need to check what leaves your body, and also if you have trouble, taking a leak. So you know you whip that foot long out, and then you're struggling. That's also another good indication of kidney stones. Esther, I don't know why that message was blocked. I'll let that one go. That's simply just inflating Nicole's ego, which is always nice. Yes, sir, Michael. Absolutely. Like I said, that's why they first thought I had kidney stones. I had all those same issues with the unmentionable in my pee. And then I had a CT scan, and boy, that went downhill quickly. So I donated my organ to the trash can. But what was really nice is that between my dad's insurance and my insurance, I had a private room for recovery. So that was pretty dope. And the only stipulation to going, I could have gone home the same day had I had managed to work up a fart. Because if you guys don't know, if you have a major operation, they want to make sure they didn't fuck up your colon. So you either have to take a shit or you have to let a good fart go. Now, I was starving at that point because you guys know I'm a big boy. I didn't know how big because, frankly, when I go back to the gym now, I'm going to be training up to 205 at 6 feet. But you guys know I'm a big boy. So when I tell you man was starving to death, the last thing I had to eat in like a full 26 hours they do here as well, Michael, except they don't use a tube. I was able to pee in a cup. Michael, have a good one, sir. I don't know how much the stream's gonna go on for either, because frankly, I gotta eventually go inside sometime. I was sitting in the car an hour before this because I was just trying to enjoy life. But I will get more consistent with the channel. I gotta figure out what's going on with Cat's PlayStation, because again, they just don't like sending stuff to the US. I don't know, they're being kind of bitchy, because frankly, they're still on a rotational strike anyways. Maybe, and because she's not here right now, maybe I'll just buy her one from DK Oldies and spend the money and get her a proper refurbished one if Canada isn't going to figure their shit out. That's what I'm saying. So maybe I'll buy her one from DK Oldies. It'll cost me quite a bit, but I can't keep disappointing her like this. It's not who I am. Brando, man, you just missed my entire story about how I became an organ donor and donated my appendix to the trash can. But like when I tell you I mailed out the PlayStation last week at some point, I don't know. I messaged the girl about my good deed. So like I sent her the PlayStation last week, but like Canada's being a bitch about sending stuff to the US. So I honestly might just send her one from an American company. I think it was gonna cost me around $240, which sucks. But like, I cannot disappoint people. It's not who I am. But if I do that, we cannot tell her because, frankly, oh, there's still tape on the back of my neck, and like it got in my hair. No, no, Esther, no, no. I I made a promise to somebody that I would do something, and I did it. However, Canada is being a crappy little bitch when it comes to sending stuff to the states, and I can't keep letting her down. I don't want to let her down. Oh, Madison, it has been a long while. How have you been? How's your baby? Sorry, guys, that was weird. Addison, if you're still here, how's the baby? So yeah, guys. Anyways, that was my story about what happened over the last day, I guess. I'm still dreading getting out of the car because I don't really want to. I'm comfortable. Life is good, other than the occasional like gas bubble. But I have to deal with my friggin' weirdo dog. I don't have the energy to deal with those dogs up the hill. Oh, there's a whole bunch of comments here. Hold on. Swipe, I'm not from Asgard, man. I don't do any drugs. Absolutely, Esther. You have a beautiful day. He does? I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised. Don't let that stupid dog in here.
I'm not. I'm putting your pillow in.
Oh, okay. You don't need to put the pillow in. That's weird.
All right. We're going to get the garbage bin. Get in the house.
No, leave me alone.
Go to bed.
No, leave me alone. My mom just put my truck pillow back in here. You know what? That makes so much sense. I hope to God that's real, because that makes so much sense. What's going on, man? I just had my appendix out. How's your daughter doing? I remember you said your daughter is autistic and has cerebral palsy. I mean, realistically, man, cerebral palsy doesn't get any worse. So like, I'm vibing. I had my appendix out yesterday. They really bought it. That's amazing. That is amazing. Yes, it does actually. But it feels better now than it did when it was inside. It was crappy inside. It was exploding to get out. Karar, what's going on? No, like it hurt worse inside, and maybe for like the first little bit afterwards. It's okay now. We'll see what happens when I go up to the house. Why do I like to grow my beard? Because I look like my mom without my beard. That, and normally when I'm all like, the beard never gets cleaned up, but when I'm all clean, because I can't shower for another couple hours, but when I'm all clean, it gives off a Viking aesthetic. Ah, man, I wouldn't call it a shitty hand, just a shitty deal. The hand can always be better. But it was I could have chosen antibiotics, but then they were like, there's a good chance it comes back every year. So I was like, nah, just take it. I'm from Canada, bro. It can be. It's got its moments and its places. I'm from Southern Ontario. You're from Florida. Ah, man. I heard Florida's a rougher state. Weather's nice all year round, but I heard it's a rougher state.
What?
Not talking to you. Go in the house. Silly mom. Your father-in-law lives in Alberta. That's cool. Ooh, you're from Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, yeah, that's an awful place. Ellie, what's going on? How? How? I wouldn't call that funny, man. People from all over the world. Yeah, man. I haven't showered in a couple of days because I had my appendix removed. Nah. I get to shower in about 2 hours because the 2 hour mark will make it about 24 hours since my surgery. Donut, what's going on? Good luck, man. I don't need the luck now. My surgery's already done. I'm in recovery now. Ah, bro, don't sell yourself short. Jacksonville's still a rough area. Ah, Hans, man, don't come here with so much hate, man. Nobody can even see your comment. But no, man, cannabis, man. No, it's not from Trump. It's not from Trump, man. You can't blame one person for the degradation of an area. That's not how it works. You got your politicians, your party leaders, your cabinet members. There's so much extra steps before Trump that you can't blame Trump for. I'm not saying he's not partly responsible because like you got to remember a person who inspires a nation can inspire the difference in people as well. But I'm not you can't say it's all Trump because there's so many levels before it actually gets to him. Yes, he probably inspired some of the chaos with some of the people. And I'm not saying you're wrong, man. I don't know enough about Trump this time. But I would say you have to look at the list of good that he's done and the list of bad that he's done. Because I know, and I'm not defending him. I know at one point him and Elon found a bunch of money that the government was wasting and put it all back into the pockets. Maybe not of you guys, but put it back into the pockets of the United States. So gotta take the good with the bad because he's probably done some bad. More than likely done some bad. But he's more than likely done some good too. But you got people don't see the good, man. People never see the good. People don't see the good in what I do with this channel. People don't see the good in what people do. They only see the bad. I tell people I don't believe in God and Jesus, and that's all they see. I tell people to be good, be a person, and it's still not enough. I get told that Reformed unalivers who believe in Jesus are more likely to get in heaven than I am. Not that I really care, because if I don't believe in God and Jesus, I'm not going to believe in heaven. But that's what I'm saying, man. Take the good with the bad. It's not always one or the other. Okay. I definitely respect what you're saying, though. See, we can all be nice people. I don't believe in God or Jesus, but Kanar here does. He's been respectful. Bro, honestly, I don't think your spelling means too much like that. My hair looks like shit, Ellie. I haven't showered in a couple of days. And I have gross crap all over the back of my neck. I mean, it was as good as it could be for being in pain, I suppose. It really wasn't that bad. Like, my body's not used to sleeping nights. Gerard, man, we're on the same page, bro. People just need to be people. Wow, hospital beds are terrible everywhere, Ellie. They don't make a comfortable hospital bed because they're not meant to be comfortable. They're meant to be adequate. They're meant to be firm so that people don't sink in, so you get the support. So it's not black and white as you think. Little fish? What's that? Cece, I can at least appreciate you, man. Every stream you've come to, you've said hi, little fish. So welcome, man. I don't know what the point of view is, but welcome. All right, Illy. Like I said, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be staying on here either, because I eventually have to put up with getting out of the car. I'm going to try to use my feet more. Never, Ellie. 110% all the time. There's no easy days, even in recovery. I will, Michael. I will. I gotta put in that effort again so that YouTube actually sends me. Megan, I'm just tired. I'm in recovery from having my appendix removed. And I should be on drugs. I should be on painkillers, but I'm not taking them. Because frankly, I deserve the pain. And I like to poop. And if you take painkillers, they tend to help you not poop. Like, I don't need sleep right now. I need to work up the courage to go in the house. I do though. I do. I wasn't always this great person, this like shining light that people like to see. I made some questionable choices as a kid, as a young adult, stuff that I shouldn't have made. So the pain isn't super unmanageable. Maybe it will be when I get in the house, but the pain isn't super unmanageable. But it's definitely something that I deserve. It's not going to be painful long because an appendectomy nowadays is quick and easy and out of the way. I don't believe in God, so He hasn't forgiven me for anything, but I appreciate you. And frankly, I don't need God's forgiveness. Teddy, what's going on? I don't need God's forgiveness to be a good person. Megan, I'm sorry that makes you sad, but you've been here before, so you know that I don't believe in God and Jesus, but I appreciate you. Can you start at 28 what? Like, can you start your life at 28? Absolutely, bro. There's no there's no age limit to when you can start your life. You just got to start. Change your life, man. I now have to take 2 weeks off from the gym, so I'm gonna look like Jabba the Hutt by the end of it. But guys, I also did figure out that I can move up a weight class safely because I finally got weighed and I know how much I weigh now. I am 6 foot at 196 pounds. So when I bulk up this time, I can bulk up to 205 safely. Night Wasp, it's a play on words, man. I donated my organ to the trash. Megan, I love working out as well. It has become a staple in my life because frankly, working out, there's no downside to working out. None, not a single downside. But now according to my recovery sheet, I got to take 2 weeks off because I can't lift any more than 5 pounds for the next 2 weeks. They're like, stay active, but don't lift. So I could probably go to the gym and run on the treadmill, which I might do, because frankly, I don't want to get fat. I've already been fat. Bro, you'd have to have big balls to donate them. They don't want your tiny pebbles. Megan, I don't disagree with you at all, honestly. Like there's no downside to the gym. Bro, learn how to spell. I don't even know what you're trying to say. I'm in Canada, Megan. I'm from Southern Ontario, so I'm about as close to the US as you can get. But I'm Canadian. You want to go to Canada for snow? Excellent choice. If you're gonna do that though, go to Alberta. Go to Alberta and go to Jasper. They got some of the sickest snowboarding. You will not be disappointed. Oh, that hurt. Do I snowboard? No, I am physically disabled, so snowboarding's hard. I can ski, but snowboarding is hard. I have cerebral palsy, so I'm wheelchair bound. The wheelchair's actually in the back there. But I can ski. Then you'll love Jasper. Jasper is the place to go. So they have this like shoe with a single ski on it, and then you use ski poles like everything else. So I sit inside the shoe, and then I can ski using ski poles. So it's kind of like a funky cross between skiing and snowboarding, because the shoe itself is a snowboard, but the skis are the poles. Dubstepper, what's going on, man? I am probably gonna go in the next like minute and a half. Some guy, what's going on? You finished your sad meal? No, bro. Every meal is a happy meal because you get it. You got the chance to eat. There are people that go hungry. Have I been to California? I have not been to California, but I would like to go. No, man, no. I've been sleeping all day. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna end the stream soon, anyways, and then work my way into the house. It's gonna be awful, but man, I never give out the city because people don't need to know where I'm from. But I'm from Southern Ontario, suburb Canada. Oh, fuck. 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 Everything hurts the appendix. Oh, the healing process will be quick. I'd say like 2 or 3 days tops, and then I can't lift for 2 weeks. Like all of my stitches will be gone in 5 days. Like I'm allowed to take off the first layer of bandaging today, No, because there's nothing around. I live on a farm. But yes, I'm allowed to shower and take off the first level of bandages in a couple of hours, and then the next ones fall off or like dissolve in like 5 days, and then all like the wounds will be healed. I still can't lift because they don't like you don't want to get a hernia, but like the actual recovery isn't going to be that bad. It's only bad now because it's been less than a day. Like I was probably just about going in for the operation at this time yesterday, so it's only been about a day, not even quite a day. But yeah, man. Oh, my appendix had to get taken out. All right, guys. I love you guys. I'm gonna work my way into the house because, frankly, I need to take a leak, and everything I do for the next couple of days is gonna hurt like hell. Turning out school bus driving. What's going on? I love you guys dearly. Thank you to everybody that likes, subscribe, scroll by, said hi, and everything in between because I'm trying to grow the channel as much as I possibly can to give back everything I possibly can because I don't keep anything off of YouTube that I make. I don't keep any dollars, any ad revenue, any super chats, memberships, nothing like that. And as always, this is something I'm going to throw on a t-shirt and possibly a hat because it's important. Peace, love, motivation leads inspiration because when you have peace, when you have love and you're motivated, you're always inspired to do great things. You guys inspire me. I hope to inspire you. It's not my money. It's your guys' money. The money I make off of you doesn't belong to me. It belongs to us as a community, and I'm going to give it away. I don't need to keep it. I got a good job. Between my vacation hours and my sick hours, I have 9 weeks of hours that I don't have to work. I don't need to keep the money. I've never set out to keep the YouTube money. It all goes to charity. Every single dollar. Different charities, different events, different things like that. It's all charity. I probably will never keep the money. Because I don't need it. And I know people are always like, you could always need more money. I could. The problem is though, Megan, I'm 31. Lazy man, I hate to undersell what you're eating, but you ate today. There are people that did not eat today, and there will be people that won't eat tomorrow. Man, I don't need the money. The long and short of it is I don't need the YouTube money. I set out with making a purpose behind the YouTube channel. Lazy, I'm sorry, man. I get you, but you're not getting sympathy because you still managed to eat today. There are people that do not eat. Kimberly, what's going on? Well, now I can't leave yet. I got to talk to Kimberly here for a minute. Kimberly, what's going on? I had my appendix taken out yesterday. Lazy, I get it, man, but sorry, you're not going to get sympathy from me, bro. There's people that didn't eat today. There's people that's not going to eat tomorrow. You still managed to eat, and you should be grateful for the food you consumed. It is amazing to work out. I've been working out since I was 17 as well. I missed you guys too. I've been a little inconsistent with YouTube this past week, and boy, they're punishing me. But we're getting back on that track. Because frankly, I'll have a couple of days off because I had my appendix taken out yesterday. How is your son doing, Kimberly? Megan, I do. Not as much as I used to because I used to competitively lift. So at one point, I had a 500-pound bench. Now, I could probably bench about 350. I can bench 350 because I don't go to the gym like I used to. I was at the gym 6 days a week with one rest day for 4 hours a day. I was eating every 2 hours. I was huge, and I was natural. But it took a lot to stay natural, right? Because like every competition's rigged with dudes that are juiced. Like it's proven fact. So it took a lot to stay natural, but when I was competing, I wanted to be natural. So I kept eating and I kept working out. And then when I did that, when I competed, when I found my way, I dropped down. I dropped a bunch of weight, but I did finally find out how much I weigh. So I am 6 foot at 196 pounds. So I can safely go up to 205 after bulking, and it's not going to affect me too much. So I think the bulk up to 205 is going to be insane. I would actually like to stay like Kiara, you ended your live stream. That's cool. I would ideally like to stay around the 196 mark, but like I could safely go up to 205, and I think I just might. I can't lift for 2 weeks, so I'm gonna be packing on weight anyways. I know I don't, but I feel like I owe you guys an apology as well for being inconsistent this week. But don't tell Kat. I might actually have to buy Kat a PlayStation from like DK Oldies or something in the States. Because I tried to send out my PlayStation last week and Canada's not liking sending stuff to the States. So it has literally been at the post office for like a week. Holy Jesus, Kiara, yours is like a... I don't know when you said that's true, but anyways, man, like I said, just be thankful over the fact you ate. You can miss real food all you want, but just be thankful over the fact you ate. 'Cause yeah, I don't really get that there either. What's going on, Drac? I would have to say my favorite body part to work out is probably chest. But that's because the chest is so easy to work out. Kiara, your life interests me because, like, you moved to Mexico, you moved back, you were dating a woman, then you were dating, like, a streamer or something, now you're married? Bro, you definitely haven't been seeing the same person for, like, more than 6 months tops. Your life is interesting. Well, so you're not even sick, man. You have ulcers. That doesn't make you sick. Drac, I am tired, man. I got my appendix removed yesterday. Megan, I hope you have a great day as well. All right, guys. I hate to see an uneven time on the timer, but I also don't want my phone to die while we're streaming. Because if my phone dies while we're streaming, it won't actually end the stream. It'll just play like the last like 10 seconds, or not even 10 seconds. It'll play like the last 2 or 3 seconds over and over again. So there's been a million people here since. So thank you to everybody that likes, subscribe, scroll by, said hi, and everything else, because it helps grow the channel and allows me to give back even more to the community at large. And always remember, and something I'm probably going to throw on a t-shirt, peace, love, motivation leads to inspiration, because when you have peace, when you have love, and you're motivated, you're always inspired to do great things. Kiara, you were always welcome here. I wonder where you got your name from, Lazy Dubstepper. Bro, go to the gym. That's the simple answer to life. Go to the gym. You tired? Go to the gym. You pissed off? Go to the gym. You're excited? Go to the gym. You feeling lazy? Go to the gym. It fixes it all. I love you guys. I'll see you guys possibly later, possibly tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream while I game stream today. We'll see. Bye.